The land is disputed. I am not in that Nigeria defined by this constitution. Anything it will take to take down this constitution, and if you go to that preamble, you will then understand the meaning of taking down this constitution. The union is resting 100% on the strength of this. Forget about those pointing guns at people, thinking that they can use guns to hold 200 million people together. They are deranged in their heads and in their hearts, because the reason people are not pointing guns back at them is because they thought there's a union, there's a government, there's order, there's law. But we have taken on the 16th of December in 2020, the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination brought to a culmination a 20-year plan for how we solve this problem by placing a union dispute on the table. And if you listen carefully to the international arena, you will discover that the global powers that have vested interest in Nigeria, the US, the UK, the EU, less than 2 weeks ago, pointed the federal government of Nigeria to that solution package. We have a package that can solve this problem. And in that proclamation of December 16th, there were 5 demands, which have now transformed itself into our own agenda. We wanted the federal government to come to be a part of how it is done. We said, let there be a formal announcement that this union, this constitution is not going to stand, that like South Africa did with apartheid in 1990, that this constitution is the source of our problem and therefore has to be decommissioned. A formal announcement that there will be no further national elections anchored on this constitution, because until you come to that, every day you are planning to go to another election. There's nothing you are going to do to solve this problem. More people will go and buy form to contest election. And before you know it, they say, oh, election is so close. Let's go. That's what we've been doing since 1999. And so we have put on the table a time-bound framework that can deliver us from this hell we have found ourselves. The government has to acknowledge this dispute, commit itself to taking down this constitution with us, so it's not in anarchy, we can go through transition. Then number 3, that there will be no further elections on it. Number 4, that there will be a 2-stage process by which we work out what will become our constitution. If we are a federation, Nigeria ceased to be a federation at the point the 5 constitutions that define the union got toppled in 1966. Now, if we want to go back to anything that will work, 2 things have to happen. According to that preamble that we looked at before, we the people having solemnly agreed. So there must be a meeting at which those who can be countries of their own are now saying, well, everything considered, we've been here so long, we want to continue. And it has to be by the regional referendums. No politician is going to take that decision on behalf of anybody in Abuja. It is Yoruba that will commit to wanting to remain in this union by referendum in the first stage. It's only when they have all committed that we come to the question of writing the terms. That writing of terms is a secondary matter. And if you want to know who can do this, it's not the business of government. I will quote section 14(2)(a) of the Constitution, where the universal truth was admitted, as flawed as the Constitution is. It says, sovereignty belongs to the people, from whom government, through this Constitution, derives all its powers and authority. I repeat, sovereignty belongs to the people, from whom government, through this Constitution, derives all its powers and authority. It was in the pretense that the Ijaw has sat down with the Ogoni and the Tiv and the Yoruba to submit their lands and their assets into Nigeria. That lie was told in that preamble, that we the people. So our signature was put on a document of damnation as the authorization for our own damnation. The 3 million barrels of crude oil Nigeria is selling every day is based on that forged signature. The fact that people can come from Sokoto and Kano and go killing people in Eboma and Aba in the name of Nigeria is on account of that falsehood. And anywhere you look at it, everything we complain about, everything we lament about is coming from that false claim. So we're saying that what has to happen now is that those 2 questions that are raised, shall we live together And if yes, on what terms? Those are the two steps that we insist must be taken. In the period intervening, we can go into transition. We have no quarrel with those in government house whatsoever. The president, the governors, all of the governance structures can remain, so we don't go to anarchy. Because if we don't solve this problem, at the rate it's going, people are going to resort to self-help on a scale that will defy, because those who now sit in Abuja pretending that they have become the owners of our sovereignty. That's what they're doing. Lawmakers, let us get this straight. Lawmakers, the legislative mandate of the National Assembly is for lawmaking. It's not for constitution making. The question of how constitutions are made, constitutions require constituent powers to make. And that constituent power exclusively vests in the sovereign components, those who could have been countries of their own, if not for Nigeria. And we have done everything, including writing. In fact, on in the matter of what exactly should we do, quite apart from this December 16th proclamation, on the 16th of November in 2018, this body, this same set of people who have placed this proposition on the table now, had written the President, Muhammadu Buhari, an open memo on the restructuring debate, because he had gone to France to say that those who are talking about restructuring don't seem to know what they want or how to go about it. We wrote him an open memo detailing exactly what restructuring means and exactly step by step how it can be undertaken. That memo, I think Guardian newspaper picked it up on the 18th of November in 2018, published. So we have it, we adopted it in the December 16th, 2020 proclamation to say, Mr. President, in all of what has happened, if we decide to solve this problem today, these are the things we must do. Step one, to acknowledge that this problem is there. To acknowledge that this constitution is the source of the problem and therefore has to be decommissioned. To set up a process in which no further national elections will happen under this constitution, so that we can go and face this problem before our house